Design by Josephine and Josie. And today's video is a garden update. So, first of all, I wanted to say Merry Christmas to all of my wonderful subscribers, all of my wonderful friends here on YouTube. I wanted to say a Merry Christmas, and I have posted um, a few Christmas tablescapes. If you have not checked out the Christmas tablescapes, please do. You can go on my YouTube page to check out the tablescapes that I have done for Christmas, and definitely go check it out. My mom and my boyfriend have been helping me with the tablescapes, and so definitely check it out. And also, I will be doing more gardening video updates here on YouTube as well. And also, if you enjoy my videos, I also want to mention to please share them. You can definitely share them on your Facebook page, on your social media, share them with your family, and let them know about this channel. If you know anyone that is interested, friends and family, on home decor, gardening, tablescapes, then you can definitely share my video and talk about my channel to them. And you can also share the link of my channel on all your social media. You can share it on Facebook, you can share it on Instagram, and you can also just share it on other media that is available out there. So, again, I just want to say thank you to all of you who have been supporting this channel. And I have been reading the comments, even though I haven't replied to all of the comments. I have been busy, but I appreciate the comments, and I promise that I am going to reply to all of the comments. So, again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and Merry Christmas to all of you. So, I am going to be sharing some of the new roses that got added into the garden. So these roses are basically a Christmas gift that I got. One of them I also got from my auntie. My aunt gifted me a rose. And I also have these roses that are also a Christmas gift. And so I'm just going to go over some of the new roses that I got in the garden, and then also the plan for the garden and how the garden is coming along. As you can see, the garden is looking much, much better. My mom and I have been working in the garden. So as my brother and my dad have been helping out as well in the garden. And it is just looking absolutely fabulous. So here is one of the roses. So this rose right here is called Gold Medal, and it is a very beautiful yellow rose. And here in Florida, roses are still blooming in December. We are only a few days before Christmas, and every year before Christmas, I always get, roses blooming a few days before Christmas. So all throughout the year, of course, all throughout the year, the roses are still blooming. So this is a gold medal, and this is a very beautiful yellow rose. And I ended up getting this at Lowe's. Lowe's usually have this rose available. So if you do live in an area right now where the climate is not as cold, even though it is cold here for Florida, but if you live in a climate where you could still plant roses, definitely check out Lowe's because they do have a lot of roses available if you live in Florida, or if you live in a place where the climate is not as cold, as far as getting snow and everything else that comes with winter. But as you can see, this is an absolutely gorgeous rose. I love it. So my mom and I planted it in this planter right here. I love these type of urns. We ended up getting some of these urns at the garden center, at Lowe's and Home Depot. You can find them. And, these urns are perfect for planting roses. So here is another rose, and this one is just absolutely gorgeous as well. Okay, so this is a really, really beautiful rose. And this one, I still have the tag for it. This one is called Raspberry Cupcake. It is part of the Scentable Fragrance Bloom collection. Okay, and this is the Bloomable collection. Okay, so you can find this at Lowe's. I'm pretty sure Home Depot sells this brand as well, but this is where I got this. I got this at Lowe's. And again, this was a Christmas gift. So you can see this is a really, really beautiful, beautiful rose. So I do have another rose here. This rose I've had for a very long time. It is struggling. I just added some fertilizer to it. And this is a climbing rose. It's a David Austin rose. It's called Tess of the Duperville. And it is a red climbing rose from David Austin Roses. And so I'm definitely gonna be adding more fertilizer and just kind of taking care of it, so that way next spring, next year, it will be blooming. And again, this is gold medal. So this one actually have the tag. So let me see if I can pull the tag so you could actually see it. Okay, so here it is. So this is gold medal, and as you can see, it is a cut rose, and it blooms in spring, summer, and fall. Now, of course, we're in winter. Again, I live in Florida, so of course the roses are going to be blooming. And right here, there is a bud. So here is the rose that I featured. This is a climbing rose. I featured this rose in the last live video that I did, I think last week or the week before that. And look at the progress, everyone. Look how beautiful this rose is turning out. It is having new growth. So all of these leaves that are coming out, all of these are going to be roses. And I cannot wait for this to bloom, for me to see all the roses blooming on it. And this rose is called Spirit of Freedom. It is a David Austin rose. It is a climbing rose. David Austin don't have it available anymore. But I'm pretty sure that there's other rose vendors online, other rose nurseries online that do sell this. And as you can see, there is new growth coming out of this rose, and I cannot wait for me to see the blooms, for me to see the roses coming out of here. It's going to look so beautiful. Once the roses come out, I'm definitely going to be doing a video for me to share with everyone the blooms, and it just looks so beautiful. I just gotten over a cold, so please forgive me if you see that my voice is a little bit funny. Okay, so here is another rose. This is another rose that I got for Christmas. As you can see, it is about to bloom. And this rose reminds me of Eden. And so again, this rose is a Christmas gift that I got. And this is the same rose. And if you're interested, the name of this rose is called Rose Top Cream. And again, it's part of the Scentable Fragrance Blooms collection. Okay, and here is, of course, the color. Now, of course, when it blooms, it kind of looks like Eden. Okay, so when it blooms, it kind of looks like Eden. it looks really pretty. And then when it fully bloom, it looked like this. And this is just so pretty. Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much for the likes. Comment down below if you are into roses like me. I just love roses. Okay, so now I am going to go down here and I'm just going to be walking. I have gardens on. Okay, so this is what my mom and I have done. Okay, so this is an arch that the hurricane kind of messed it up, but we decided to just reuse it because I have a rose here that is called Cecile, and Cecile is on this arbor right over here, but we decided to go ahead and use this arbor and just kind of reuse it. And what I did was I just, tied it down so that way, she can be having blooms all around here in the spring. All here, she can go ahead and have some blooms. Now, if you have been a subscriber to my channel for a very long time, you know that this area right here, we had roses. We had a lot of roses. We had lots of flowers here. And of course, it is winter. And, the flowers are basically gone. I did end up losing a lot of the flowers because of the summer heat. I didn't really come out here for me to water them because it was so hot. So I ended up losing some of the roses and some of the flowers. But this year, my mom and I have decided that I'm not going to be planting any roses underground. The only plants that I'm going to be planting underground are, like, for example, like salvia, pentas, snapdragons, blue days. Those are the type of flowers that I'm going to be planting on the ground here. And then the roses, I'm just going to go ahead and put them in pots. So I'm going to put them in the planters. As you can see, we have a planter that is available here. So I'm trying to figure out what type of rose that I'm going to be putting in here. Most likely is probably going to be a David Austin rose. Or maybe a rose that I get locally from one of the nurseries. But I would love for me to have a David Austin rose in here. And of course, if you guys have been watching my channel for a very long time, you know that I am a fan of David Austin roses. So I'm thinking about maybe getting Darcy Bustle to put in here, or Queen of Sweden. So I haven't really decided yet, but I'm thinking I might get Darcy Bustle or Queen of Sweden to put in here, or like a white rose, because I don't really have a lot of white roses in my garden. So maybe a white rose. So I don't know. I don't know what type of rose, but I know there's going to be a rose in here. I know it's not going to be a hybrid tea rose. I just want a rose that's really bushy. So it might end up being, like I said, a David Austin rose, or a rose that is from the my local nursery. So in here, I am going to be putting another climbing rose. It might be another David Austin rose. So I might end up getting like another David Austin rose, or I might end up planting Eden. I love Eden. I ended up losing the Eden that I have, so I might end up getting another Eden from Heirloom Roses for me to plant here, because I just love Eden. I think she is just so pretty. And right over here, I have Abraham Darby. So Abraham Darby is considered a bushy rose. It's considered a shrub, but you can also train it as a climbing rose. And so I am training Abraham Darby, and also right over here, I am training Golden Celebration as well, who is a shrub rose, but it can also be turned into a climbing rose. And so I have Abraham Darby here, and I just love the color of Abraham Darby. It's like a nice apricot color. So it's really, really pretty. I just love the color of this rose. I love the gold, peachy, pink color that is on this rose here. The yellow. I mean, it is just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm planning to get another Abraham Darby to put right over here in a pot. So I am going to be putting it in a planter. And I'm going to be lining up planters here in the back um, just for climbing roses. So in the back, I'm just going to have planters that have climbing roses. And then in the front, I am going to be adding like planters just to put the bushier roses. And so this is, I think this is a knockout rose. As you can see, it is growing. Okay, so here is a beautiful knockout rose. I am going to be pruning it pretty soon. I'm not going to prune it now because there are some buds up there, but as you can see, roses do really well in a planter. So if you live somewhere where you can't really plant roses on the ground, you can definitely plant roses in a planter and it will do well. Okay. Okay, so I have Don Juan here in the planter, as you can see, in a pot. And then I have another Don Juan right over here. So Don Juans. Don Juan rose is a red rose. I love it. It always gives me bloom. It is a really nice smelling rose, Madame Perrier. Um, so I'm thinking about maybe getting a pot like this, another pot like this, and then putting it here, and then getting that type of rose because it smells so nice. And I am going to be adding another pot over here, another type of climbing rose in between here. So that way, I can have versatility. So I might end up getting like Lady of Shalott. Or I might end up getting like a yellow climbing rose. And then this is a climbing rose right over here. This one is by Proven Winners. It's called Lilac Days. It's a very tiny purple rose. And so this is Lilac Days right over here. It is in its own roots. It's not grafted. And right over here, I have a David Austin climbing rose. This one is called Claire Austin. And it is a really beautiful, beautiful rose. Let me go ahead and see if I could show you. Okay, so here is Claire Austin. And it's a nice ivory cream white, a hint of yellow rose. It is just really, really gorgeous, and it is really big. I've had this rose for a very long time, so I am going to be training it and more and attaching it to the trellis. And I do have more climbing roses over here. I have Blaze. I also have, I think it's called Raspberry Twirl, I think it is, which is a climbing rose. James Galloway, which I am planning to get another James Galloway to add here. And Don Juan as well. And let me turn over here. So I have a mess here. Because like I said, we're working in the garden. And this is another rose that I ended up getting at Lowe's. And this one is called... Okay, so here it is. And this one is called Sunbelt Savannah. Okay, again, it's part of the Scentable Fragrance Bloom collection from Bloomables. I love this company. This company makes really nice roses. They're like the second company that I love. Okay, it is a hybrid tea rose. And it is beautiful, as you can see. It is just gorgeous. And I love it. I love how it looks. and it's starting to fall apart, but this bloom lasts a very long time, but I just love it. Okay, so, oh, and one more rose that I have here. One more rose. Okay, so here is Bolero. Okay, again, part of the Scentable Fragrance Bloom collection. Bloomable. Okay, so this is Bolero. And this is the color of Bolero. And this is how it looks like. And I have some buds. So there's going to be some new blooms that are coming out. I have fertilized it. I'm going to go ahead and share with everyone the type of fertilizer I use now. I do use Rose Tone. There's also another fertilizer that I use from another brand, another company, which is organic. But I have used this, which is the Miracle Grow. And I have been fertilizing my roses with this. You can use it on potted plants and also plants on the ground. And I highly recommend it. Now, again, I'm an organic fertilizer type of person, but hey, you know, sometimes I do use this. I think it's really, really good. And I just put it in this pot in here, and this is a 2-gallon flower, not flower pot, a 2-gallon watering gallon, as you can see, and it's 2 gallons. And so I just fill this up, and then I water all of my roses. So this is the garden, everyone. Like I said, it looks a little messy, but everything is coming along. It was messier, believe me. It was a whole mess because of the hurricane that we had. The hurricane messed up everything. And here's another rose that I want to get. So I'm hoping that Lowe's have this rose available either this year or next year. It is called Moonlight Romantica. And it's part of, let me see, it's not part of the Scentables, but it is bloomable. It's part of the bloomable line. And I had saved this because I really love this rose. So here it is. It looks so beautiful, this rose. Okay, everyone. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue to work in my garden. And I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year to everyone. I know that a lot of you love it when I do the tablescape videos, and I'm going to continue to do them. And I will be doing other videos. I know that a lot of you have wanted me to do, my wonderful subscribers wanted me to do some fashion and style videos and more home decor videos. So I will be doing those, but I am going to continue to do more gardening videos as well, because I want to share with everybody like the progress of my garden and how it's coming along. So, again, Merry Christmas to all of my wonderful subscribers, all of my wonderful friends here on YouTube. Bye-bye, and God bless.